So I'm not really a talking to a camera kind of person, but I really want to get my opinionated stuff about schools into a video, like the majority of my main feelings into just one sort of 4-minute long video or whatever. And I want to just start with the education system in this country. It makes me want to fucking kill myself. Just enormously frustrates me, mainly because I think a huge problem with it and with us as just people in this country is that it is really hard to imagine alternatives. Like, it's really hard for us to imagine, I think, when we look back at our school experience, or even for kids who are still in school, to just imagine how different it could be, because a lot of us haven't seen, you know, some of the crazy schools that are out there that are completely different. And I went to a small variety of schools, from big and small mainstream schools, kind of higher and lower performance, to pupil referral units and a couple of hippie schools, and have been a little bit in the alternative education kind of scene and stuff. But yeah, I really feel that the education system in this country is in a really desperate way, and it just needs to be sorted out now. It just needs to be fixed, because I don't think school gets what the hell it exists for. Like, what is the point of school? I just want to ask that to every head teacher in this country. I think half of them would stutter and think for a bit, and then half of them would give an answer that I really disagree with, and then maybe a few of them would give an answer I agree with, but I don't think they really are on the same level as the students in their school, or really understand kids enough. I think there's quite a lot of people working in schools who aren't necessarily there for the right reasons, and don't have the kind of relationship with students that I think is good. But that's kind of a separate matter. I think there's amazing teachers and terrible teachers in schools. The foundations of the problem, I think, is assessment. And I think that's the foundation upon which everything corrupt about our education system generally is the assessment system. I think it's really narrow-minded and stupid, the whole system of GCSEs and just lettered grades, A to U, A to F. Same for college and university. It's just an incredibly limited way of assessing what someone is capable of. And I mean, a lot of people say it's completely useless and serves no purpose having a degree or NVQ, or, you know, these just like formal kind of paper certificates. And I think, you know, that is largely true. That, you know, for me working in film, you know, no one gives a shit whether I've got any kind of formal qualification in film. You know, they just care about what's on my show. As a cinematographer, they just want to look at my work and how I turn stories into pictures or whatever, how I work with lights and stuff. But, you know, I know it's different for other careers like law and finance and things. You know, sometimes those academic certificates are all they have to go on, and I think that is the problem, that school doesn't encourage you to go, you know, screw getting an A star on this piece of paper. If you want to miss some lessons and do a personal little project and kind of run an event, or, you know, they don't encourage students to go, that's brilliant that you're passionate about this thing, why don't you prioritise that instead of, you know, just finish drawing this comic strip that you're really into, because the bell's ringing, you have to go to maths, so like, stop that, you know, just put that to one side. Like, it's so forceful. Why not just nurture what I think is easily the most important thing in children growing up within education, which is curiosity. Nothing is more important than curiosity, surely. And I think schools are terrible at defeating children's curiosity, because every little kid I see pretty much is always asking questions, and pretty much the last question that I think children growing up in school ask is, why am I learning this? And they don't really ever get a good answer to that, so they pretty much give up. And by 16, 17, I think you start developing this demonic psychology where you just kind of are used to being pushed and punished for defying being pushed, and I think that just is so stupid. I just think forcing kids to do things and then punishing them when they don't blindly obey these instructions is just dumb, because I think, you know, when you're an adult, no one's there to push you out of bed in the morning and make you go to your work, and the best employees, I think, are the ones who want to get out of bed in the morning, and they want to go to work because they know why they're there and they've really consciously thought about it. Why am I doing this? Is it actually what I want to do? And they've gone either no and done something better that they do actually care about and they're more motivated to do, or they've gone yeah, actually, I've looked at the bigger picture of why this job is important, and you know, they innovate and they create and they go, this is the way everyone's been doing it for a while, but actually I'm going to try